The one thing we have here at this scene that you usually don't have at a crime scene are all these photos that were taken by Travis's digital camera. So what are the pictures telling us? What are these photos telling us? How is Travis standing? Where is Jodi Arias at the time? Let's start with the photo taken at 5:29 and 20 seconds. This is the last photo of Travis alive. We've got to figure out what pose would match this with what's happening here. You got to get that left shoulder up a little bit higher, the right shoulder down. Arm up, arm out, arm down. It's tough. They're all very close because it's such a tight shot. And the other question is, was he standing or sitting? Can we get the same pose with you sitting and you kneeling? Because Jodi Arias says she was kneeling and taking some pictures. The next photo was taken at 5:30 and 30 seconds, which is a minute 10 later. This is the one you can't see Travis's face. Is he alive? Is he not alive? The only thing you can tell is that he's sitting. You can see part of the drain. There are no arms in this photo. This is a difficult one.
Right,
but it looks like you have it. Now, here's the question. Can you do photo one while sitting in this pose? Can these two be put together? Is that the same? That is. And I don't know if this is a on-purpose shot or an accidental shot, but he didn't necessarily have to move. He could have, but he didn't necessarily have to move. These two photos have drawn so many comments on social media. I want to bring in Mike Brooks, HLN law enforcement analyst, with us. Mike, thanks so much. Let's start with the first one, which is 5:29 and 20 seconds. Let's put it on the screen behind us, Mike, as we look at this one. A lot of people are talking about this one. As a matter of fact, Lori on our Facebook page says, he doesn't look scared. She probably did drop the camera to get the knife. I don't believe he thought anything was going to happen at this point. Some people are saying in that photo that we're looking at that he looks scared. No. People wanted us to actually see if we could see a reflection in his eyes there, if we could see anything. But no. What do you make of this photo?
No, you know, if you look at all the photos of Travis, he doesn't really have a big grin on his face. This is Travis normal, I would say. No, I don't think he was scared at all. I don't think he knew what was coming.
All right, 5:30 is the next photo. This is the one where we don't see his head, and he's sitting. First of all, Mike, do you think he's still alive here?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's still alive there. You know, you don't see any blood. There's nothing at all. I believe he's still alive.
Now, Diana on our Facebook page says, this is definitely where the first wound was inflicted, talking about the shower. I've always thought he had to be stabbed in the shower for it to be so deep since the shower wall was behind him. That's an interesting comment from Diana.
And keep in mind, she's on the outside. You see the little lip of the shower there. So the shower is sitting up a little bit. So even if she's kneeling down, he's still going to be above her a little bit. And so I believe that maybe she got him over towards that door with the camera in her hand and inflicted that first stab wound.
The first stab wound, got him over there. Now, we tried to recreate the 5:29:20 photo. Let's take a look at one version that we have here split. And this one, our model, is standing in this one. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, yeah, it sort of matches, but not exactly. Maybe his head's tilted a little bit. But now I want to take you a look at a second one that we took with our model. He's sitting in this one. And from my perspective, that just seems more consistent. Yeah. So it's almost as if the 5:29:20 picture and the 5:30:30 picture, he could be in the same position, sitting in that shower. Let's take a look at the split there of him seated. Yeah. And as he's seated there, that's how you saw his face. Do you think those pictures, that two sequence of pictures, he's in the same pose, or do you think he's standing and then sitting?
No, I think he's sitting. I think on the 5:29 and on the 5:30, I think he's both sitting. I thought that all along, Vinny.
Okay, now Heidi on our Facebook page, I think this is just another picture. I think the next one of him sitting on the floor is when she told him to close his eyes, and then she stabbed him. And I'm wondering, you know, a lot of people are wondering about, he's sitting, that could be the last picture of him alive. Is he being set up? Is he in a vulnerable position right there, Mike? What do you think?
I think he is. I think he's sitting down, and maybe she kind of lured him, you know, to give him a hug or something like that. And he was with his back to the shower door, and she had the position over him of power at that particular time. Camera in one hand, knife in the other.